Do you have a bunch of domains that you have no idea what to do with? Well, in this video we are going to cover all of that because I am somebody that is sitting on several dozen domains and I have no idea what to do with it, but I just figured out what I could do to make a ton of money from them. Hey, what is up guys? It is Harrison Barron, the Millennial Entrepreneur. Now in this video I want to talk to you guys about domains because a lot of people, if you're anything like me, you probably own a couple dozen domains, or at least a handful that are sitting there burning a hole in your pocket. Now, what is a domain? A domain is that harrisonbarron.com or growth-generators.com, youtube.com, google.com. That is your domain. But why does that matter, and why do people buy so many of them? Well, a lot of people buy them over time. I've realized that not too many people go out there and go buy 100 domains at a clip. What they'll do is they think of something, whatever that thing may be, and they start to say, hey, you know what? I probably should get a domain if this is a business adventure that I'd like to go down at some point in the future. The sad part is you may never have time to do that. If you're anything like me, you're probably too busy with your main business, your main focuses, that you don't have time to start more businesses. I already have 3 businesses. I don't need any more projects to do, especially right now. So if you have a bunch of domains, think about this. Put them down in a list of top to bottom. Pick the top 3 or 4 that you're actually going to start in the next 3 to 5 years. And that's it. Everything else, chances are pretty good, can go on the chopping block. Now, this is an exception if you do have those domains pointing towards an existing website that you're using. So maybe it's a complementary thing. Maybe you own howtogrowSEOtraffic.com and it points back to your business website or your personal website. That's probably the only case that would stand outside of this. But for me and many other people, they own dozens, if not hundreds of domains that are sitting there burning a hole in their pocket. GoDaddy, one of the most common domain providers out there, charges $20 a month for hosting. If you own 100 domains, it's a fair amount of money that you're going to be spending. If you own 1,000 domains, that's a lot of money that you're spending just on owning that domain. Plus, you got to pay for privacy protection, which is usually doubling the price. It starts to get a little hairy. Most of us want to sell the domains, but here's the catch. Not everybody understands how to sell those domains. So in this video, I'm going to share with you exactly what you can do to sell those domains. Once you've already picked your top 3 or top 5 that you know that you're going to be starting in the next handful of years, you have to go through the rest of them and say, hey, am I actually going to use these? Should I keep them? Are they going to help my business? Or is it time that I say goodbye to them and at least try to sell them? More often than not, if you're like me and you have really good domains, people have probably searched for them. But the barrier is when they go to GoDaddy or another broker, GoDaddy says, hey, we'll try to buy it for $100, and that's your broker fee. You still have to pay the person on top of that. So it's not cheap to do. And this is where I tell people it's time to start getting a little creative. And I didn't know what to do with it for years until just recently. And I thought about this on my own, although it may exist on the internet, but I couldn't find anything. But you have to go let people know that these are for sale. So what you do is you take all of your domains that you have and you point them to a landing page. Now that landing page could be hosted on Wix, WordPress, GoDaddy, whatever you prefer. Right, but you need a landing page. And that landing page should say, hey, are you looking for any of these domains? If so, they are for sale. Please leave us a comment down below and somebody will reach out to you in order to buy those domains. This is huge. This is a massive, massive opportunity that's out there that you can then exploit and say, okay, let me go look at more domains to sell. So recently I've recommended to people, if you're anything like me, to start selling your domains because nobody wants to pay that $70, $80, $100 that GoDaddy is going to charge. Now this is where it gets cool because you might not want to spend $20 a month on a Wix hosting plan just to sell your domains. And there's other ways to do this as well. What you need to do is you need to find a product or solution that has the lowest cost for a landing page host. And what you can do is you can make all of these domains point directly to that page. So when somebody searches it, your landing page will show up saying, hey, this is for sale. Now, where could you do this through? There's programs like Swipe Pages out there, Instapages. You can even use HubSpot, a free version of HubSpot with one landing page saying, if you're looking for any of these websites, please let us know. And it'll be completely free. Your domain doesn't necessarily matter on that landing page. It could be Harrison Barron's domains for sale. It could be whatever you like. Or it could be hubspot.pagebuilder.xyzn125 / I don't know, for sale, right? These are all cool things that don't necessarily matter. You just need to let people know, and this is where the divide is, that that domain is for sale. So think about all the domains you have and start to say, hey, do I want to hold on to these or do I want to sell them? Because to somebody else, they might be worth money. And by you buying them, they might be eager to get a hold of them. So maybe you might not make $1,000 or $5,000, but that person now knows it's for sale. They don't have to worry about spending $100 through GoDaddy to try to buy that domain. You just list them all on a website. You could probably even do it to an Excel page on Google and just let people know, hey, these domains are for sale. If you're interested, leave us a comment and we'll have somebody be in touch with you to broker that deal. And now you can start letting people know that your domains are for sale, which alleviates more cash flow, gives you more time to think, and on top of that, you don't have to worry about, is this domain going to expire? Does somebody else want this domain? Are they just waiting for the opportunity once a year to wait to see if I don't renew it? It's letting people know that it's for sale, and maybe you buy a domain for 5 years, might cost you $100, you sell for $300 or $400. You're still up a profit. So don't get so much, oh my God, I'm not going to make as much money. Those people will then be able to come directly to you, and they get to cut out the middleman of being GoDaddy or whatever other brokerage there is out there. This is what I'm starting to recommend to people. And if you're like me, I'm about to do this. I've already started doing it, but I'm going to keep adding to it, because all you have to do is, once again, take those domains, point them over to that new page, and then from there, just launch it. It'll be that easy, and it'll just let people know who stumble upon it. And it might not be a lot of clicks. Keep in mind, you're not trying to get tons of traffic from this. You're just letting people know that are interested in those domains that it's for sale. Because if you've ever gone to a domain that you're like, hey, this is unavailable, let me go online and search it, you usually get one of two pages. You get the GoDaddy, hey, somebody owns this domain, but we could try to broker it for $100. Or you get that weird rainbow colored page that says this domain is owned, but there's no website behind it. Either way, nobody wants either one of those. So what I do, once again, recommend is fire up a landing page. It should take you no more than a half hour to make, and just let people know that these domains are for sale, because it could have some pretty beneficial options to your pocket and to your business and alleviate some headaches. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know that I did. This is something that I've been wanting to make for a little while now. Hope you guys have a great weekend. I'm consistently on my 30 days of content, which has now become 120 days of content. So we're going to have quite a ride this year. Other than that, I love you guys. Bye.